Okay, so the strangest thing has been happening to me this past week. I have been upping my outreach game in my marketing business, in my coaching business, in sharing what I do with people on LinkedIn and Instagram and Facebook, because I know that if I want to increase leads, increase sales, increase income, increase impact, reach those business goals that I have set for myself, I got to start communicating and talking and conversing and doing business with more people. And the best way to do it is social media. It's one of the cheapest, freest ways that you can get out there and get connected to like-minded people or people that need your help, your target market. But a really weird thing has been happening. So when I share with people that I'm a brand coach, a business coach, a body coach, a belief coach, I'm in the business and wellness space. In business, I help entrepreneurs get more leads, get more sales, create their products and programs and offerings. In wellness, I teach with macros and intuitive eating. People are like, that's great. Tell me more about that. This is what I do. So do I, or I need help with that. I have a friend who needs help with that. And it's great. But then when I say, I also have a side arm in business with network marketing, and I work with Beachbody, people go, oh, what are you trying to push on me? What are you trying to sell to me? Is this some cheesy lead in to get me to buy something? And I didn't really know what to say to that, because I think it's so interesting that you explain what you do in one sense and it's great, and then you talk about network marketing and people think you're the devil. And I started to dig in and unpack, where does that come from? And I think that comes from really good intentioned network marketers that don't lead with good intentions. So I'll say that again, really well-intentioned, good people that don't maybe lead with good intentions or don't lead from the highest, best self they can be. Because we've all been spammed. We've all received that copy and pasted message that goes out to 47 other people. We've all been added into groups on social media that we didn't ask to be in. And sometimes I even get re-added after I take myself out. And I think the root of that, I want to believe the root of that is that people really want to help people and they want to shout from the rooftops what they got because it's helped them so much in their life. They just don't know how to do it the right way. So there's this instant, oh my God, you're in network marketing, you're a spammer kind of feel that's out there. And that's not the case. Because for me, it's same person, me, delivering value, just the way that I do it might be different. I write macro plans for people in nutrition. But when I get someone that had anorexia or bulimia or an eating disorder in the past, macros isn't going to be a great fit for them. A meal plan is not going to be a great fit for them because they're going to be an all or nothing restrictive kind of person. That's where something like the 2B mindset with Beachbody, a mindset program around emotional eating with some generalized mindset tips, is going to serve them better. I'm going to be coaching them, whether someone buys a macro program from me or the 2B mindset program from me. The link is still me. The link is me. So there really shouldn't be any weirdness about it, but there is. And I'll tell you why. Because you haven't earned people's trust yet. You haven't earned their trust yet. You haven't earned that right to say, this is what I got and could you benefit from this? This is what I got and I want to tell you about it. You haven't earned it yet. Because really selling is not the issue. When I'm telling you about my macro program or I'm telling you about P90X, I'm still hoping there's a sale at the end. When I'm telling you about my online in 9 business course to get your first online paying client, or I'm telling you about my Freedom Life Mastermind group coaching, my goal is that you're going to say yes to whatever that is because I know that I can serve you and help you with my products and programs. So selling is serving. Selling is helping. And so many times if you're a network marketer, you're a business owner, you're an entrepreneur, we don't want to ask for the sale because we're afraid. We're afraid people are going to go, oh, there it is. She's spamming me. He's spamming me. That was sneaky. That was really her whole intent this whole time. And that's because other people have done that. And they get this bad taste in their mouth. So for me, I'm going to sell and I'm going to offer and I'm not going to feel icky about it because I got to do it. Because if I don't do it, some other schmuck is going to come in and muck it all up for me. And then I'm going to have to spend conversation after conversation after conversation, if I choose, trying to build that trust that's been broken from someone else. It's like when you talk about in your relationships and you've had your heart broken and you say, people give you good advice and they say, yeah, Lisa, I know that jerk broke your heart, but don't take that out on Eric. Don't take that out on the next person that comes and loves you and make them have to work so much harder, right? And that's what we do to network marketers. We think they're all icky and they're not. Selling equals helping, selling equals serving, but you have to earn the right to sell. You have to earn the right with that audience or that person. So there's a lot of legwork that has to be done before you ask for the sale. And that's the part that I think people miss. Because, we've all been at that conference where people are going to sell from stage, you're going to be sold to, and you're listening to that speaker, and next thing you know, that form comes out, and you go, oh, here we go. What's she trying to sell me? Right? We've all done that. And that's because that speaker hasn't earned the right to give me that sheet of paper yet to say, buy my course. They either didn't wow me with their speech. They didn't give me actionable how-to things that I could take and better my life with. They didn't connect with me with a story. They didn't evoke or incite any kind of emotion inside of me. They didn't have testimonials or, again, share their own stories about how what they have works. They didn't do any of that education or testimonial or story or all of that stuff that we need to do prior to saying, and here's what I got. And here's what you're going to do. You're going to sign up for this because I know it's going to solve that need for you. So it's not about the deliverable. It's not about the affiliation. It's about you as the salesperson and how you approach it. And you got to earn that right to ask for the sale. So for me, I'm going to sell all day long, baby. I don't feel bad about it because I do this. I podcast weekly. I blog weekly. I go live in Facebook weekly. I make daily social media posts. And I'm not saying that you need to do daily content like I do or weekly. I do weekly newsletters. So I'm showing up with pure value if you're on my list in your inbox every week in business and in health. So you've got multiple opportunities, podcasts, blog, lives, newsletters, posts to engage with the articles. I contribute on Thrive Global, the Ariana Huffington's online space. You have multiple ways to learn and grow from me before I ever say, hey, buy this. If you're a business owner, what are you doing in your business to give free value? What are you doing to build that trust with people? Or you want people saying to you, what you got? How do I work more with you? Not, oh, there she is. Oh my God, there she is. Right? And we just happen to have that strain of just really bad network marketers. Again, they're not bad people. They're great people with great causes and great products and great programs. they're just spamming people, or they're just going about it the wrong way and they don't know any better. I've done it. I did it. I still catch myself sometimes wanting to send the same message to people. And sometimes I do send the same types of messages to people, but I always make sure that I personalize it to that person. So they know that I'm not sending that same exact message that I send to Jane and Joe and John to them. I add that personal feel to it because that unites people. I share a story with it because that unites people. So you got to earn that trust, and that's through your free lead magnets, through your free deliverables. There's so much pre-launch, pre-leg work that goes into a sale that people maybe don't think about. And if you think about an everyday thing, like think about the Olympics that we watch. And when they're talking about that person winning that gold medal, let's say it's a sprinter and they win that gold medal in 6.7 seconds, or I don't even know. You can tell I haven't watched sprinting in a while, but they win it in 10.6 seconds. And they're like, from the last Olympics to this one, they're like 4 years so-and-so trained for a 10-second race to win. And that's just not true. It hasn't been 4 years. It's probably been since that gold medalist has been a kid that they've been trained. It's been 15 years, 20 years maybe, 10 years of 5 a.m. getting up, sprinting, training, working, lifting, cross-training, supporting their mind, working on that world-class mindset. It's all these things that people don't realize, that pre-work that's gone into that 10 seconds that has made that person successful. And that's the way I want you to start approaching your business. It's in the practice. It's in the pre-sale. It's in the value that you give to people. So you've earned that right to sell. And again, selling is serving. Selling is helping. Some other schmuck's going to come in and sell and ruin it for you if you're not doing that pre-work. And I say schmuck in a loving way, but you know what I mean. Someone else who doesn't know better. They just don't know better. Who's going to come in and muck it all up. And we don't want that. We want to build that trust with people. So like I said, for me, social media, it's free. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. What are the other ones? Twitter, Pinterest. Lots of them. Snapchat. Right? I'm not on Snapchat, but I probably should be. Get on there. Periscope. Are people still doing that? Get on there and start sharing your blogs, your lives, podcast, articles, PDFs, emails. And be honest with people. If you have not sent an email to your list in a year, own up to that. Say, I didn't know. You know how many times I've said to people, I didn't know any better. I may have spammed you about this. I didn't know any better. When you know better, you do better. So here I am. That vulnerability piece goes a very long way with people. Vulnerability is when you do something with no guarantee, right? When I'm podcasting here to you, or blogging, or Facebook Live, or all of that, there's no guarantee that any sale or anything's going to come from this, but that's not my intent for it. Vulnerability is just putting out your rawest, truest self. So maybe sometimes you got to go back to people and say, my last conversations wasn't so great with you, and I apologize for that. I didn't know any better. I haven't hit you up in a year. You make a joke out of it. No, I'm not dead. No, I didn't have a baby. Must maybe had a baby. You didn't say that. But say, here I am, and here's what I got for you. And I value you. I appreciate you. I'm glad you're still here a year later. Because there's lots of other people you could have been tuning into that were showing up more than me. 2018 is going to be my year of showing up. That's my promise to you. Right? Try a little bit more of that authenticity and see where that gets you. That's my challenge to you this month, this week, this year. Because now that you know better, I know that you can do better. And if you need help mastering this, figuring this out, let's get on a 15-minute discovery call. Lisa at lisapezik.com, Lisa at lisapezik.com. Let's get on. Let's see if we're a good fit for each other. Let's see how I can help you move that needle forward. Whether it's sales, whether it's vulnerability, whether it's productivity, products, programs, whether it's in business or with your body. Let's get more vulnerable and get over those humps and those roadblocks that you're experiencing day in and day out, because you got the power to change that. All right, guys, selling is serving. Go out there and serve. Go out there and sell. And I'll see you again on the Lisa Pezik Show.